Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial video on No Man's Sky. Today I'm going to be telling you guys how to get nanites very quickly and very easily at almost any point in the game, except for maybe like earlier on in the story where you have to like follow the story very specifically and can't get to like different solar systems and stuff, but that's very early on. It does get easier as you progress through the game though, like through the story, and get better like items like exosuits to make this process like a lot quicker. This video should help beginners, but also people further into the game who just want to upgrade their ships and multi-tools from C class all the way to S class very quickly. Should also help adding upgrades onto those to increase mobility, damage, and just make the game so much more easy and convenient. It basically becomes essential to do this as you go through the game though, because the game gets quite difficult and, you know, a bit more in-depth. The first thing you need to do to start the nanite farm is find these little orange spheres called curious deposits. You can find these on basically any planet, you just have to do like a little bit of looking, but it shouldn't take too long. In a second I'll give you some tactics on how to make it easier to find, but unfortunately there's no surefire way to find them instantly. It could take a little bit of time if you don't use tactics well, but it is very worth it. The farm's what allowed me to progress so easily and upgrade my multi-tool, including the mining laser, which in turn makes it so much quicker to farm. Once you've found them, you also don't need to find them again, so it's just something you have to do once, so it's very simple. Obviously, you could just walk around for ages scanning for them, but it will take a while. To make the process quicker, having a form of land vehicle, like the Minotaur or the Roamer, makes it a lot quicker to roam and find them. What you want to do first is do a 360-degree scan, so a circle around for your analysis visor, and then you want to check for the scan icons 3 little stars basically. So look out for something similar to 3 little stars, but it'll also just say curious deposits obviously. Then you want to get in the vehicle or walk forward for a little bit, probably not very much, only like 100 U's, maybe like 50, because you have to be quite close to scan them. Either way, then you want to get out of the vehicle obviously, do another scan of 360 degrees, and then you want to rinse and repeat this until you find the icon and find the curious deposits. Okay, now I'll tell you how to stop them from rolling away and how to properly optimize the farm to be way more efficient and easier to use. Now that you've found the deposits, you'll be able to realize that when you try and mine them, they go and roll away. And if you're next to a hill, a cliff, mountain, or just relatively uneven ground, it can become very annoying and make the farm way more time consuming. So they keep rolling away when you're trying to farm them, which from experience is just not nice. If you've got a weaker mining laser as well, it can take forever, because it's like, you know, trying to connect a magnet with the same poles. The laser just repels the balls down a cliff, and it's so annoying. Okay, to combat this, the best one to use is to want to form a barrier with, honestly, I'd use the silicate powder walls because they're the easiest to get, and you just mine a hole in the wall to get them, in the floor, sorry. And you want to form a barrier around the balls so they collect around the perimeter, and they collect in like a group. It makes them a lot easier to collect, and it makes it way less annoying to just farm them easily. Also, I'd quickly like to add that you should make a base next to the deposits. Make a base. It makes everything so much easier. If you lose the deposits after all the time and effort it takes to find them, it's just such a waste. And you'll be kicking yourself. Make a base. Being able to teleport to it whenever you want is a beneficial part of using the farm. Like being able to find it, you need to be able to find it. So make a base. I'd also build somewhere on that base to land your ship, because it's going to end up costing you fuel if you don't. You need to be able to take off and land it easily to do this farm well, quickly, and make it not cost you in the long run. Okay, now that you've got to work and farm the deposits, or just watch the video, you'll realise they've dropped some runaway mold, which during the start of the game is found very commonly in like broken machinery and stuff, but you'd think there's no use for them, you know, but this farm gives them that use. If you put the mold in a refiner, it turns into nanites, quite a few nanites to be honest, and it becomes very useful. I'd recommend placing about 3 refiners. I have medium refiners, but you don't need them if you want to be stingy. Personally, I'd recommend placing all of the refiners in a room together, but you don't have to, and that's just personal preference. I also prefer to have a teleporter in that room to make it convenient to just go to space stations and use the nanites, but once again, you don't have to have that. It also is an alternative method to use if you want to use the teleporter instead of the ship, but that's up to you, it's a bit slower. Now that you've done all of that, what you need to do is head over to your ship. This next step's what makes the method so easy to farm nanites, as you can do it as many times as you want. Once you've entered the ship, you have to fly out of the atmosphere and a bit into space. This will reload the balls on the floor. Then you have to head back and land your ship either near the base or on a landing pad if you want to be more efficient. You'll realise that they've spawned back, and you'll be able to repeat everything you've just done again. You don't have to place the mold in the refiner straight away, but I'd recommend it because it, like, you know, gets it going and it will get everything a bit more quicker. But if you want, you can just place it in there once you finish farming and, you know, leave it for a bit. But I will give you a way to get it to refine a lot quicker if you're on PS4 and if you're on PC. I'm not sure about if you're on Xbox. This way is kind of cheating, but not really, so it's not too bad. If you want to get everything to refine instantly, what you need to do is you have to go on to the... if you're on PS4, you have to go into the time and date, and you have to change the date to another day, or the time to, you know, when it would have fully refined it. If you're on PC, do the same thing. And this will get the refiner to do it instantly, and you'll get your nanites straight away, so you can spend them as quickly as you want. I find this method to be really useful, and it's what I use to get all of my stuff. My ship, my multi-tool. None of that would have been F's class without this ship. If you can't find anything, you sometimes on Reddit and other sites like it, you can find people who are willing to just show you them or give you some and let you like even teach you how to do it, which is very, very nice of them, obviously, but it's very rare to find that, so this tutorial should help if you can't. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. If the tutorial helped you, please leave a comment letting me know, and if there's anything I can improve on in the video or help with anything that you missed out on, do the same. I'll appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.